think it's really important to get more visibility about women in technology because it's not changed over the last 20 years. We need more role models, we need more media coverage and get young girls and people thinking about moving into technology earlier.
Tech is selling what they're doing to the boys and to the children's parents as well at parents' evening. They're selling it at that point as well, and I think that's a big worry that we're not supporting females right from the beginning.
Yeah. At the moment, we have IT GCSE, but how much of that actually incorporates the tech scene which we have in professional life today?
If we could get to the teachers, if we could get to the teachers at universities, then our impact is much bigger. But there are so many brilliant initiatives out there.
I also see some really positive movements happening. The Geek Girl conference and community is brilliant. And also things like Ada's List. I think people are using tools really well to create communities of women that then very actively support each other within them.
I think it's got an image problem. It's not cool to go into computing, it's cool to go into the creative subject.
I think that's something that, we all need to work on, is how to inspire young people, girls and boys, into tech.
Us as a business, we recruit, 50-50 men and women. We have lots of female developers coming to us, and so many of them say, I want to work here because this looks like a place which has great, exciting, fun women at the top of it. How can we make more icons, more role models, more stars within that space almost? It does have effect.
If there was kind of a united movement specifically around training and empowering people to get in front of media, to be out there speaking, that would be great.
I'd love to see more initiatives from grant funding bodies and awards bodies to focus more on seeking those women out and giving them a bit of a spotlight.
The HR stream are responsible for putting out the ads for the jobs and dealing with the recruitment agencies, so maybe they're not doing that in the right way.
On average, it takes about 3 times as long to recruit a woman into a role than to recruit a man. And sometimes we're in a comfortable enough situation that we can take that weight.
Women are supposedly more loyal to their companies, so I do think that if you're recruiting, it's a different kind of recruitment that you need to be doing. It's not waiting for them, it's going out and finding them.
Personally, oh my God, please, I'd love some more women.
Look at diversity training, there's so many issues around it because people don't want to be forced into it, people rebel against it. There needs to be such a clever and subtle way of doing it, and I don't think anyone's nailed it.
Focus on women in tech is only in the recent years come into the limelight, and therefore those younger people needed for these roles just aren't in the industry yet.
It's such a creative space and there's not those hierarchies, there's not kind of rules. If you can mess around with something, have a go, you'll be kind of trusted to run with it. It's a younger, less kind of structured kind of world in some ways. So how can we kind of imagine what technology is to people? It's a creative art.
So many routes into tech. I always say to somebody, they say, well, I'm not very technical because I only did French. And you say, okay, so you've learnt one language, why would you not be able to learn another one? Everything has a rule set and you're just following rules. But I think, the reason for encouraging more women in is if we agree that there is a shortage of skill in this industry. And that's sort of the bottom line that it has to be. Because if there is a shortage, then we need to get some different people in. And by virtue of the fact that there aren't very many women, probably that's the area to target.
And do you bring in women?
It's an issue for everybody, and it's about balance. It's about how do we make it something which everyone is striving for because it makes better business.
I see it as a matter of there being more role models, cultures of organizations being more values-driven and more orientated towards diversity and helping women not just get into the organization but really embrace leadership and become leaders within that particular organization.
Many of the challenges that we see, whether they're in startups or in the more corporate organisations, are the same, and we do need to develop more women in technology throughout their careers.